Bhuta, the material elements. Sukshma, the objects of enjoyment. Indriya, the material senses. Manaha, mind. Buddhi, intelligence. Adishu, and so on. Iha, here. Nidraya, by sleep. Dineshu, merged. Asati, in the unmanifest. Yaha, who. Tatra, there. Vinidraha, awake. Nirhankriyaha, freed from false ego. Although a devotee appears to be merged in the five material elements, the objects of material enjoyment, the material senses, and material mind and intelligence, he is understood to be awake and to be freed from the false ego. Although a devotee appears to be merged in the five material elements, the objects of material enjoyment, the material senses, and material mind and intelligence, he is understood to be awake and to be freed from the false ego. Neeraja Mataji, you have raised your hand first. You can unmute, Mataji.
Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. The explanation by Rupa Goswami in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu of how a person can be liberated even in this body is more. Prabhuji, the screen is blurred.
Mataji, it is clear. Let me ask somebody else. Supriya Mataji, you are able to see?
Yes, Prabhuji, I am able to see.
Okay, Mataji, then you can read, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you. Hare Krishna. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The explanation by Rupa Goswami in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu of how a person can be liberated even in this body is more elaborately explained in this verse. The living entity who has become Satyadrik, who realizes his position in relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, may remain apparently merged in the five elements of matter, the five material sense objects, the 10 senses, and the mind and intelligence. But still, he is considered to be awake and to be free from the reaction of false ego. Here the word, is that Lena? Yes, Leela is very significant. The Mayavadi philosophers recommend merging in the impersonal effulgence of Brahman. That is their ultimate goal or destination. That merging is also mentioned here, but in spite of merging, one can keep his individuality. The example given by Jiva Goswami is that a green bird that enters a green tea and appears to merge in the color of greenness, but actually the bird does not lose its individuality. Similarly, a living
entity merged
merged either in the material nature or in the spiritual nature does not give up his individuality. Real
individuality is to understand oneself to be the external servitor of the Supreme Lord. This information is received from the mouth
Should I-
of Lord.
Yes. Real individuality is to understand oneself to be
Yes,
the
ma'am.
eternal servitor of the Supreme Lord. This
This
information
information is received from the mouth of Lord Chaitanya.
Sanatana Goswami that a living entity is a servitor of Krishna eternally. Krishna also confirms in Bhagavad Gita that Prabhuji, I'm not able to see the screen.
Now we can read Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Maybe I read from Real Individuality, Prabhuji. Real individuality is to understand oneself to be the eternal servitor of the Supreme Lord. This information is received from the mouth of Lord Chaitanya. He said clearly, upon inquiry of Sanatana Goswami, that a living entity is the servitor of Krishna eternally. Krishna also confirms in Bhagavad Gita that the living entity is eternally his part and parcel. The part and parcel is meant to serve the whole. This is individuality. It is so even in this material existence, when the living entity apparently merges in matter. His gross body is made up of 5 elements. His subtle body is made up of mind, intelligence, false ego, and contaminated consciousness. And he has 5 active senses and 5 knowledge acquiring senses. In this way, he merges in matter. But even while merged in the 24 elements of matter, he can keep his individuality as eternal servitor of the Lord. Either in the spiritual nature or in the material nature, such a servitor is considered to be a liberated soul. That is the explanation of the authorities, and it is confirmed in this verse. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Om Ajnanatinirandhasya Jnananjanashalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Devatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhuta Sukshmendriya Mano Buddhyadishviha Nidraya Line Shvasati Astatra Vinidro Niraham Kriyaha. Although a devotee appears to be merged in the five material elements, the objects of material enjoyment, the material senses, and material mind and intelligence, he is understood to be awake and to be freed from the false ego. Okay. So here we have Lord Kapila Deva, the incarnation of the Lord, instructing his mother, Devahuti. So he's saying, even though in the material existence, a pure devotee is a liberated soul. Satyadrik, that is a realized soul, self-realized soul, who knows his correct identification, that is the eternal servant of Krishna. Conditioned soul, we are thinking, I am this body. So in connection with my body, it is mine. Aham mamet. So that is our material existence. This body is me, and whatever connected with me is mine. Aham and mama. This is our material consciousness. In connection with this body, we have our relatives, we have our friends, we have so many possessions, we have so many followers, so many objects, material objects. We think it is mine, it is ours. So that is our disease, material disease, all under illusion. Pumsastriya mituni bhavameta tayor mito hriday granthim aho. Atha griha kshetra sutafta vittai. Janasya moho ayam aham mame. This is moha, this is illusion for every one of us in this material. I think I am this body, and because I have so much connections with this body, deha, apatya, kalatra, adishu, and I think they are all my soldiers. They will protect me. Deha, apatya, kalatra, adishu, atma sainyeshu asatsati. Tesham pramatha nidanam pashyannapi na pashyan. Actually, we do not see in material existence, in material life, conditioned life. They are not actually seen. Just like if we have some, if I have spectacles, but if I have some red spectacles, I will see everything red. If I have something green, I will see everything green. But actually, things are not red or things are not green. Because my spectacles is red, my spectacles is green, I will see everything. Material contamination. Under the three modes, sattva, rajas, tamas. So we see something else. Something is the reality, but we see something. Material world, we are caught up. But here, liberated soul, pure soul, they are not like that. They are awake. Even in this material world, even they come to this material world, they live in this material world, they are completely awake. Completely awake. So their existence, they see everything in relationship with the Lord. First of all, their own identification. They know that they are the servants of Krishna. Okay. The sound, speaker. Just checking the sound. Just a minute. I think the sound may be better now. So you can just say in the chat box. Chatting is there. Now we think it should be better. The sound should be better. Now it's connected on your device. Okay. Yeah. Now we can chat. I can just say if the sound is okay, the audio is okay. Anybody can say. Okay. Yeah. Sudama is fine. Shri Radha Govinda ki jai. Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So here, this verse is saying the position of a liberated soul, pure devotee of the Lord. The pure devotee of the Lord, because of his correct identification. Jivera Sarupa Hoy, Nityera Krishna Das. Even Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Jiva Krishna Das, Koro e Vishwas. So you believe, you develop this Vishwas, this faith, that we are a servant of Krishna. So then all the material problems are finished. All the material problems, material existence, because we think we are something different from Krishna's servant. Our existence is something beyond. Jiva Krishna Das, Koroye Vishwas. Then something very nice. Then in that mood you have to worship Radha Krishna. Then there is no problem for us. Once we forget that, then all the problems will start. Maya is there with all its illusions, with all its so many varieties, material varieties, will attract us. So the pure soul, in this correct identification that we are not this body, we have nothing to do with this so-called country, so-called state. We think I belong to this Tulu Nadu, I belong to this Karnataka, Telangana, then Kerala, so many things. So that is our material thinking condition. But a liberated soul does not think like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says what he says. I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a Vaishya, I am not a Shudra, or in modern context, I am not a lawyer, I am not an engineer, I am not a doctor, I am not a teacher, I am not a housewife. So many things, each one has an occupation. I am not a brahmachari, I am not a grihastha, I am not a sannyasi. I am Gopi Bhartu Padakamalayur Dasa Dasa Dasanda. I am a servant of the servant of the servant of Gopis. The servant of the master of the Gopis, Gopi Bhartu. That is our real identity. Our goal of life is also to become servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the other day we were hearing you say, our goal is to become a speck of the dust of the lotus feet of the servitors of Sri Rupa and Raghunatha. That is our goal. That is our natural position. We have forgotten that. Having forgotten that, we are here loitering in this material world. Brahmanda Brahmite, Kono Bhagyavanji, going up and down. So many planets, so many species. We are jumping. That is our condition. So, but real identification, real condition is here pure devotee, is not in this false understanding, is not in this false identification. Understanding that he is the eternal servant of Krishna, his activities are like the activities. Iha yasya harer dasye karmana manasagira nikilesho api avastasu jivan muktasa uchyate. So here, even in this material world, because He knows that he is the eternal servant of the Lord. So he engages with whatever he has. So we have got our body. So we have got our mind, we have got our senses, we have got our intelligence, and we have got some possessions, so many things. So everything is used for Krishna. Everything is used to satisfy Krishna. The previous purport was there. The material world, example, Prabhupada was saying, good example of a rose. Rose is very nice, look at it itself. When you go to buy, you will see, you want to buy the best rose. You'll see, oh, this is not good, this is already withered, this is already, this, something is very, very nicely texture, nice, and smell is coming. So you like that rose among so many roses. And then generally we think, let me enjoy that. Generally, women like rose. So they will like to wear it, or somebody wants to gift to a girl. Correct? So that is for their enjoyment. They are thinking my enjoyment. But a devotee will think, no, it is not for my enjoyment. This is created by Krishna. This is not created by any scientist, created by any so-called leader, president, prime minister. Nobody created it. Farmer, nobody by technology, nobody created it. It is created by the Supreme Lord. So it belongs to Krishna, and it should be used for Krishna. So everything, what we see in the material world, every object is belonging to Krishna, which we use for Krishna's service. And we see some nice food items. We like to eat, let me enjoy. That is our material vision, conditioned life vision. But if you are a pure devotee, oh, why not it can be offered to Krishna? The best foodstuffs. So it is said, Srimati Radharani. So she's the greatest devotee. So she offers every day new dish to Krishna. She doesn't repeat the dish. There is some, again, a different flavor, different taste, different thing. Never repeats. Eternally it is going on. So new dishes, more and more tasty. So material vision is, we try to, let me enjoy. That it's such nice rasgulla, such nice fries, such nice this one, so many things. But spiritual life means, let us use it for Krishna's satisfaction. So Krishna, the Supreme Lord, mercifully has come as a deity. So we try to offer what best we can. The best garland, flowers, decorating the Lord, the best dresses to decorate the Lord, best jewelry. Of course, Srila Prabhupada has not given us that we can give the Lord gold and all that. Because the present time is Kali Yuga. That's why he said, don't decorate the Lord with. Yes. Otherwise, previously it used to be done. Big temples. We have Srirangam, we have Trivandapuram, Anantapadamakam. How much gold, diamond, valuable, pearls, so many things. Previously, it used to be the kings used to involve everything and worship the Lord with all the opulence. Because everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing belongs to us. Bhoktaram, Yajna Tapasam, Sarva Loka Maheshwar. Krishna is the owner, the proprietor of everything. All the planets, all the living entities, everybody belongs to Krishna. And we are servant. Mamaiva Amsha Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We are a part of Krishna. The part should serve the whole. Just like the hands, the legs, I want that they serve me. Because I think I am the owner of this hand, I am the owner of this leg, I am the owner of this. So naturally it should serve the body. If the hands, legs don't serve the body, something wrong with the hand, some disease has come, some stroke has come, that's why it's not working. So like that, in our material condition state, if we are not serving Krishna, that is our disease situation. Happy, healthy situation means we will serve Krishna. Just like the hand, the leg, will serve the body without any hesitation, or just the will of the myself. I should will. This hand should lift this. Immediately the hand will lift. The leg will do. If it is in proper healthy condition. If it is not doing, means something wrong with the hand, with the leg, with the stomach. So this is our present material life. So we are diseased. In diseased condition, we say, who is Krishna? Why I have to serve Krishna? Why Krishna is the enjoyer? Why Krishna is the proprietor? I do not have anything to do with Krishna. This is all material consciousness. But spiritual consciousness means we see that everything is Krishna's property. Everything has to be used for Krishna's service. So, the great acharyas, so they have this perfect vision. They see everything, they see in connection with Krishna. They don't see anything independent of Krishna. So they want to offer best place to Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada, when he was in Mumbai, even before he started officially the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, he was seeing places. He used to go in Mumbai. In the business times, Srila Prabhupada was there, 1930s, 1940s. Then he had a flourishing business. Then he helped his guru's mission, his god brothers, to open a center in Mumbai, 1930s. So Prabhupada was always in the mood of serving his guru, in the mood of serving Krishna. Then after that, time comes, he takes vanaprastha, he takes up sannyas, and then he's traveling, he's coming to Bombay to see how his books can be printed, trying to sell those books, trying to get solicit donors, so many things. Prabhupada is doing. And he's already seen several places. Oh, this place will be nice for Krishna, the Juhu, what we have now, beautiful temple. So he's seeing everything, how it can be used to please Krishna, how a wonderful temple for Krishna can come. He is not seeing where people see, oh, this place is good for my business, this place is good for my bungalow. Prabhupada is not seeing that. Prabhupada is seeing how it can be a good place for Krishna. That is the vision of the Acharyas. And when time manifested, situation, circumstance manifested, Srila Prabhupada offered a beautiful place to Krishna. Such a wonderful place. Now it is valued so much. You cannot dream also getting such a place. So Acharya. So Acharya was already old, 60, 70 years. So why he had to establish that temple? Why he had to struggle to make that temple? The Jew, Bombay. It was all to please Krishna. So when Krishna comes there, Krishna is blessing millions of devotees, inspiring so many things, so much is happening. So like that, Acharya has a vision of everything in connection with Krishna as a property of Krishna and uses it to serve Krishna. That is a pure devotee, the liberated soul. That's right. And here the word Leena is very significant. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining, the Mayavadis are very fond of merging into Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. Aikyam. So they say we become one. So this oneness is not that there is homogeneous oneness and we lose our identity. It is not like that. We always maintain our distinct identity. Just like even sun particle, it is having a distinct identity. It's a different atom, it's a different molecule. It is not that it has become one and it is losing its existence, losing its identity. There is nothing like losing its identity. Each particle by itself remains separate. So when Shastras talk about merging, it is merging in interest. Like we say, we are all Indians. Or that example, to complete that example, Srila Prabhupada was giving an example, green bird entering into a green tree. It's not that the green bird is now vanished. There is no green bird seen there. Green bird is there. From far distance, we're seeing a green tree. We see a green bird going there. Then we don't see a green bird. We see only a green tree. So should we believe that a green bird has vanished? Green bird has not vanished. I go near the green tree. Then I can see there are so many branches. There are so many green leaves. There is that green bird eating the fruits in the green tree. The green bird is enjoying the fruits there. It is not that green bird has become, going near the green tree, it has become green tree. So what is this kind of logic? What is this kind of understanding? So this is not the merging, what the Mayavadis think of moksha, of Savijya Mukti. There is no moksha like that. There is a state wherein a person understands that he is not the body, but having no understanding of being a servant of the Lord, of being part of the Lord. So it is said, the liberation is also very temporary. It is not permanent. Bhagavatam says they will fall down from that position because that is not the natural, normal condition of the living entity. The natural, normal condition of the living entity is to serve. Material life, we serve our senses, we serve our so-called society, we serve our so-called country in illusion. In our original condition, we serve Krishna. So this position of service cannot be taken away from us. We remain in earthly planet, we remain in India, we remain in America. We have to do service. We have to serve somebody. Better serve Krishna because that is our natural, that is our normal. We are servants. Servant as he is a servant. We are eternally a servant. We are eternally part and part. So this kind of merging with the green bird in the green tree, that example. So very clearly, it shows that green bird enters the green tree to enjoy the fruits in the green. It is not becoming merged and disappearing. It doesn't disappear. It is there. So that is our natural identity. We merge in interest. Just like a good citizen means he is in one in interest with the country. Country is in problem. He will, okay, let me also try something to safeguard my country or whichever. Or as Indians, we say we are one. We are one means we are one in interest regarding the interest of the country. Not that we all become merged, all Indians become merged. Or we are one in family. It doesn't mean that everybody, the father, mother, children, they become one. No. In fact, they become many. Enjoyment lies in many. As we expand, we become happy materially also. So spiritually, enjoyment means we are in one in interest. We don't become merged. We don't become one. We don't become like single packet. We are not like that. We don't become. So this Mayavadi conception, implicit understanding is it's imagination. It's not true. So we in the temple, we are one. So we are all one in serving Radha Govinda. So we all have a common interest. We want to please them. So somebody gets up early in the morning, he sacrifices little sleep. We are all sleeping. So let me sleep 5 minutes more. But somebody will get up. No, Radha Govinda, we have to make them ready. By 4:30, we should have Mangalarti. And they will sacrifice. And they will get up and they will get ready. And others also, we also get ready. And somebody again later, some other sacrifice, they have to cook for the Lord. And somebody has to other sacrifice. They have to take class, they prepare. So many ways. Or somebody will sing. So everybody is cooperating to serve Krishna, to please Krishna. And in that cooperation, Yasmin Tushte Jagat Tushtam. So Krishna is pleased, automatically we become happy. Krishna is happy, we become happy. Very easy. So Srila Prabhupada says, to try to decorate Krishna nicely, Krishna will decorate you. Krishna will give you a nice dress. Krishna will give you nice facility. You give nice place to Krishna. Krishna will give you a nice place to live. You give nice food stuff to Krishna. Krishna will. Krishna is supreme master. Krishna, more than what we serve Krishna, he reciprocates more than that. Krishna is supreme master. Nobody can imitate him. We give one step, we take one step, Krishna takes 100 steps. He's perfect master. More than what we deserve, Krishna reciprocates. So, the pure devotee is in perfect knowledge, is in perfect understanding. He realized, so he lives like that moment to moment. Lives like that moment to moment. It's not a theory for him. This understanding that Krishna is the enjoyer, Krishna is the owner, Krishna is the proprietor, Krishna is the best well wisher. It's not a, for us, it's a theory. We're trying to understand, trying to follow in the footsteps of Acharyas, trying to follow their orders. So, but a pure devotee is realized. He knows this. He can see this as truth. Satya Dirk is fully realized. So by his activities, by his force of serving the Lord, by his enthusiasm of serving the Lord, we can make out how they are in the liberated position. So, Lord Chaitanya, this information is received from the mouth of Lord Chaitanya. He said clearly upon the inquiry of Sanatana Goswami, that a living entity is the servitor of Krishna eternal. So Sanatana Goswami, he was a big minister, not an ordinary minister, prime minister. But when he went to Lord Chaitanya, he said, I'm a fool. People give me so many big respects. We give respect. Oh, he's prime minister. Oh, he's big doctor. He's big engineer. Big. So many people give. He's a big commissioner, bureaucrat, IAS. So many things we give identification like that, respect like that. Sanatana Goswami is similarly telling, I'm also big. He was a big scholar. There's a scholar in Sanskrit, in Arabic, Persian, so many Indian languages, and their intelligence was so sharp. They said Nawab Hussain Shah could not rule without them. It's completely dependent on them. So competent. In fact, they were ruling basically. So the king was just a puppet and enjoying his senses and conquering other kingdoms. He was like that. He was completely dependent on them. And Sanatana Goswami, he says, Gramya Vyavahare Kohai Pandit. Gramya Vyavahare, in village talk. These all like village talks, so-called big newspaper, big TV channels. They're all village talks. Gramya Vyavahare. So Kohai, they say I'm a Pandit, I'm a learned person, I'm an intelligent person, a Nobel laureate, so many things they say. But he says, Satya Karimani, but to tell you to frank, I am such a learned scholar and such a Pandit, I do not know who I am. Ke ami, ke amai, ke rajabha. Why I am subjected to this threefold miseries? My mind, my body, diseases, some insults, some honor, so many suffering. Material world is suffering, place of suffering. So he says, why, who am I? Why am I suffering? So Lord Chaitanya says, yes, you are eternal servant. That is our real life. So our real life starts from accepting this and living on this fact that we are servants of Krishna. So easily we can come to this identification by chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So as we chant, our material contaminations will go away, and Cheto Darpana Marjanam, our heart becomes clear, and then we understand, yes, I am a servant of Krishna. My duty is to serve Krishna. I have no other duty than please Krishna and his devotees. I have no other. Okay. So anybody has any questions?